folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch left, watch left.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Mike Popo. Hey, me and you all get ready.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They go play action now. Jackson. being chased. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
And he's got room. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 57 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And throw and gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Switch up, switch up. Check nine.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some space here. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Yep, go. 44's mine. Check. Hey, come on, now. Cody with him.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Lock in.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A big play there. 79 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
On the set, 44, Mike, 44. You ain't going nowhere. Come on. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on motion man.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
No.
To throw again. Jackson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Pick it up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next to score, Buccaneers 28, Jaguars nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Trubisky will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
44's Mike. Check, check. You better be.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught by Evans. Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 76 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and a rout is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Trubisky now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
We got 4. Motion, motion. Watch 10. Watch 10.
Now it's Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Alert. Tighten down. There you go. Check. Ran, top. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jaguars get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This time, Jackson will throw it. Forced out to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. In your face.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Ready? Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Check.
Here's Jackson. A final shot before break. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 44, Mike.
Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down.
49, check 49.
Six guys. Check the roll. West.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Slam, slam, slam. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
On the double. Mike spoke. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Watch the slap.
Kill, 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 kill. He's crashing. Switch, switch.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Jaguars 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it again with Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring point. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the... And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's the fullback. Taking it in. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Buccaneers 49, Jaguars 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Hey, Haywood!
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will shave one more off this lead.
49, Jaguars 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. His throw incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check. Check hot route. Hot tape. Spell. Ball trot.
Throwing again. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 39 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 56, Jaguars 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
After the sack on first down, Trubisky, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Get up! 180! 45. Nice, sweetheart. Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
At their own 40-yard line.
Ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Yeah. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Bravo!
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
2nd and 14. throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it'll bring up third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Let's go.
They'll come out in the pistol. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Wide. Topper. Tighten up. Check. Leo. Deuce.
On 3rd down, Meadows. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Check. 4 down.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Now a desperation throw, deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll run on 1st down. Meadows. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands.